And you see other people doing posts on TikTok. You see other people writing books. You see other people doing their thing, creating things, starting businesses, doing all kinds of different things. And you think to yourself, I could never do that. So let me explain where that comes from. When you were a kid, you were taught to shrink yourself. You were taught to be quiet, get in line, highly controlled. And so when we feel that way, when we feel like we should serve other people and be quiet and never complain, then we can never expand ourselves. We can never do those things that we secretly in our hearts really want to do. Because that little voice comes up and says, who do you think you are? You can't do this. You think you're all that. But all those is toxic, dysfunctional BS. And you have to decide, I can't let this run my life. Probably 3 years ago, excuse me, maybe 4, I have an adult daughter, and I was at her house, and we were in the kitchen, and she is, she's actually like a news anchor. Now she has a cooking show. She's a lot of things. Everything she does, she's amazing at. And I just love her so much. And we were in her kitchen and she said, Mom, I noticed that you keep putting memes up on your TikTok. And I said, yeah, do you like them? And she's like, yeah, but what's wrong with you pulling your phone up in front of your face and speaking into it? And I was like, what? Because I was like, that's you. You do that kind of thing. I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me? The memes are so easy. I'll just post a little square up there every day. She's like, no, Mom, try it. So to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't do it for me at first. I did it for my daughter, because as a mother, you will all understand, if you are mothers, you will understand this, that when your daughter challenges you to do something, with everything you've taught her, because you've probably taught her to have wings and fly and do whatever she needs to do and have confidence, which I did. Then when she has, it comes up with something that means you need to have the courage to do what you've taught her to do without doing it, I have to do this. I have to try this.